soaps and the new and improved royalty soaps, soap making, filming room, whatever we want to call it. Maybe we should name it. I hadn't even thought about that. Now, obviously, there's nothing behind me. I hope that this is the only video in the Beach Bash collection that has nothing in the background, but I'm still waiting for a couple of items to come in. And for this first video, because it's a new space and a new environment, I hope you guys understand I'm not entirely decorated yet. Honestly, it's a miracle we even have the shelves up. Regardless, today is the first day of the Beach Bash collection, and for those of y'all who are subscribed to the Royalty Soaps VIP newsletter, you guys already knew it was gonna be Beach Bash. Now, before we like scuttle along into the soap making, I want to tell you guys about a really cool thing that Rakuten is doing this week. This video isn't actually sponsored, but next Saturday's video is, and so I know about all this good stuff, and I personally have already taken advantage of it. They are doing something called the Big Give, where over 500 stores are giving you 15% off this week using Rakuten. So all you have to do to sign up for Rakuten is use the link down below. It's 100% free. It's just a browser extension, like addition to like Google Chrome. It's super easy to use. I've been using it for 3+ years now. It has put thousands of dollars back into my pocket, and again, it's 100% free, so why wouldn't you sign up using it, especially for all those stores. I've already made a purchase from Society 6. Oh, here, I'll just read you a couple. Verbo is included, Urban Outfitters is included, Office Depot, Forever 21, Walgreens, Groupon, Shop Disney, JCPenney, QVC, Vistaprint, hello small businesses, Vistaprint, and extra 15% cash back. And here's another cool thing about Rakuten, you can use it in tandem with your coupons, okay? Just because they're doing 15% cash back with their browser extension doesn't mean that all of your good coupons are gonna be voided. They're going to combine them, so it's even more savings. Like really, you should hop on this because it's only for this week. Wednesday marketing like the 3rd day that it's going. So once again, this isn't a sponsored video, but I thought you guys would probably want to know about it because more money saved equals happier faces. And without further ado, let us make golden soap. I cannot believe it is my first video in the studio. I know you can see my face in the reflection. Do you like these safety goggles? You like my hair? You like the light beam? That's just like, wow. I'm gonna put out a disclaimer that Caleb and I know it's a little bit echoey with the footage. We also know that in the future we want to change the tabletop to white. That was something we really liked about filming over in the soap making studio. So at some point I'm gonna get a nice big white piece of plastic to put over this table, or we may just build a table from scratch because this one is a little flimsy when I put a lot of things on it. So I'm just letting you know. There will be a couple more changes. Also, I don't have it really pretty in here yet. It's just like a nice big blank slate. And whenever we do our renovation and makeover series, I will do this room as well. So there's a whole bunch of information you may or may not care anything about, but we'll get on into the soap making now. I have my lye water solution. Just gonna pour that right into my oils. It's the perfect temperature. So now I'm gonna blend this up on high. Okay, and so now I have to pour this into 5 different buckets. 1 pitcher, 2 pitcher, 3 pitcher, 4 pitcher, and 5 pitcher. Now I'm gonna scrapey my big container. Now this isn't 100% perfect, but you guys know how it is. It's all gonna be mixed up anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. So let's start adding the colors in. The first one that we're adding here is, you know, white. It's the easiest one. It's mixed with water. I'm gonna make sure I get all that off the bottom there. It's the lightest one. Then I'm gonna add in a mix of white, which is titanium dioxide, but I'm also gonna add in this custom blend of True Yellow and Goldfinger from Mad Micas. Now, I have found that Goldfinger from Mad Micas and Aztec Gold from TKB are similar enough in soap that they can be, well, essentially, you can use them in the place of one another. One time, TKB Trading was out, and so I had to go find an alternative. And Mad Micas did the trick. So now I'm gonna pour in a little bit of True Yellow, also mixed with Aztec, but this is in a different ratio. There's more True Yellow than there is Aztec. And then I'm gonna pour in another one. And this is more Aztec than it is True Yellow. So it should be varying shades of kind of gold, little bit summery. And then finally, I'm adding in some rose clay. Now, rose clay to me always looks kind of ugly in a soap until it's saponified. It doesn't really look as pink as it will after the soap has set up. So don't be put off by that. I'm also going to add in the appropriate amount of fragrance oil into each bucket. Now, for today, we are using Grapefruit Lemongrass Energize. This is by Nature's Garden. Gonna go ahead and scrapey out my little fragrance oil container. Now I'm gonna blend this just past emulsion because I still have to dump all of these small pitchers into my big bucket. So I don't want it to get too thick too fast. Okay, this color palette is perfect. It's exactly what I'm going for. The color inspiration kind of came from a Bohemian Room color palette. So like, you know, on Instagram, you'll see those like minimalist, kind of Scandinavian boho rooms, and it's all these like creamy neutrals with like a little bit of this rosy blushy color with maybe a pop of yellow. Like that's kind of what I was going for. So very pleased. Now, one thing about this color palette is that it's so similar and all of them are kind of in the same, I guess, color family. So that if it mixes up a little bit, it's not that big a deal because they're too close in color to begin with. Now, I'm not going to try to overmix them, but you know, if it happens, I'm not gonna cry about it either because, you know, they're just too close already. Gonna pour in a little bit of this honey color, kind of break the fall right here. Maybe put some on this side as well. I didn't see that I literally poured like all this soap out. Pour in a little bit of white right here. Pour in some white over here. Pour in some yellow. Yeah, this very much has like some Palo Santo, California color vibe going on. Okay, gonna go ahead and pour the rest and then not scrape out the buckets so that I can swirl them on top. Pour that in there, this in there, and the white. This is gonna be great. I can just tell by looking at it. Okay, so this is gonna mix plenty. I don't have to worry about mixing everything up. I'm just gonna pour it into our workshop heritage mold after this quick commercial break. Right, let's start pouring in. Just gonna start in one corner and then begin to move it around. Everything is kind of thick, which is actually good. That's gonna keep all of those colors a little bit more separate than perhaps they would have been if they were thinner. Yes, oh, it's so beautiful. Also, you should note, when you have titanium dioxide, you've got a whole lot of color at your disposal because titanium dioxide makes tons of different blues. So if you can only afford to get like, oh, just like one rainbow set or something from Mad Micas, you know, TKB, whatever, then all you have to do is add titanium dioxide and you have all the pastels. So that's a really, really, really good tip to save money. It's the same thing with black oxide. You can get darker versions of those colors by adding a little bit of that. And both titanium dioxide and black oxide are very, very affordable. They're very inexpensive. So that's a little tip right there. You can see I only used True Yellow, the Aztec Gold or Goldfinger, whichever one you get. I think I might have accidentally called it Aztec Gold from Mad Micah's when it's actually Goldfinger, but whatever. If I only use 3 colors, I used the Aztec Gold / Goldfinger, I used the True Yellow, and Rose Clay, and then the rest of it was just TD that created all these varying shades. So that kind of ought to show you what you can do with just a kind of a basic set of colors. You can really bring out lots of different shades, and it makes it a lot of fun. Not everything has to cost an oodle of money here. You can just, you know, put together color palettes with a single group of colorants. Let's get some of this white on top for swirling. Up and down. Also, this spoon is totally stained, but I really like the thickness of the swirl. So I'm gonna use that to swirl the top real quick. Yes. Oh, it's perfect. I have no complaints whatsoever. Do. Okay. And on this side as well. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. I can't deal. Okay, so now, next up, we gotta put a little bit of gold glitter on top. It's just one of those soaps that needs it. Da 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 da, gold stardust from the Good Glitter. You should get yourself some. I'm an affiliate. You can get 15% off your purchase using my link down below. And don't forget, this glitter can be used for arts and crafts. It can be used for resin. It can be used for nail polish. It can be used for soap. It can be used for makeup. There's like lots of different applications. You don't just have to be a soap maker to use it. Obviously, I love it, or I wouldn't use it on all my products. And you see, that really is something, and I've talked about this before, that makes being an affiliate with a supplier different for soap makers and other people that sell handcrafted goods. Because when you're an affiliate, say for a makeup company, you're not in control of the products that you may be collaborating on. They're made in a factory. You have no idea how the people are treated who are making them, you know, like all that kind of stuff. But if your major source of income, like mine is the product you're selling, not the videos, like that's not your big thing. You're not known as being a public figure, you're known as a small business, then it really matters the quality of stuff that you're using, because that's where most of your money is being made. So if I was using crappy quality micas, it would show up in my products, and then I wouldn't be making that much money because people would know, like, oh, her soaps are really ugly, those micas aren't good, and I would really be shooting myself in the foot. But because I have to use all the things I'm showing you guys, and I have to make lots of batches with them, if I'm telling you it's good and I'm willing to be an affiliate for a company, you can trust it. I'm literally using it on my soap right now. You can see how good it looks. The next part of this, I just know you guys are going to love. We're going to add some citrine on top, some tumbled golden citrine here. I felt like that would be the perfect addition to this soap, because it could stand on its own as it is, but adding a stone sometimes, like, why not? It just makes it even more fun. Where is the grid? I put it away and I moved it, and now I cannot find it. Where is it, precious? Ooh. I shall return. I have returned, grid in tow. So I am going to line this up as evenly as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like to try. I like to try for perfect if I can. All right, now that that's done, I can start placing all the citrine stones, and I am gonna do Caleb's little trick. Oh yes, and he told me after he edited the video last month, he was like, by the way, that little trick of alternating the stones and then taking the grid off wasn't me. That was Simeon who actually did that. And I was like, oh, whoops, I gave somebody the wrong credit. So let me properly credit. That was actually Simeon who came up with that idea. I'm not even surprised. Simeon's always coming up with good ideas like that. Oh man, you guys, it's just a good day to be alive over here at Royalty Soaps. I'm so excited about this collection. I'm so excited about summer coming up. And I've started to see a lot of you guys tagging me in you starting to make soap. Like, I don't know what it is, like a whole new round of people are starting to make soap and y'all are tagging me in your Instagram posts and on TikTok, and it just, it makes me so excited to be alive. Soap is such a useful thing to know how to make, you know, like everybody needs it. It's such a giftable, easy thing to share with others. It's so easy to make impressive bars. Like, I know this is like a lot of fun and stuff, but honestly, you can totally do it. I learned how to make soap when I was 16 years old with adult oversight, obviously. And if I could do it then, you can do it now. A lot of the people that follow me are between the ages of 18 and 34. So that's quite a good deal older than I was when I got started. So again, if I can do it, you can do it. If you want to see some success stories, you can pop on over to Instagram. I have a whole highlight where I save people using the Royal Creative Academy to learn how to make soap, and then using the Soap Frosting Club to teach them how to do the frosting on top. So we have offered that to a lot of different people for many, many years, and I'm still getting tagged in tons of beautiful new creations, people using that kit. So I'm really glad that it's still relevant, that people still want to learn how to do soap frosting. That makes me really happy. Now this summer, I am working on some secret projects, and I know every YouTuber says that, and it's so irritating because you're like, you're not that busy, okay? You know how it is. They'll always be like, I've been working on this for 4 years. And you're like, okay, all right, I know, but also like, don't hype it for that long. Because what is it? I want to know right now. Also, I know I skipped that one. It's annoying me just as much as it's annoying you, I promise. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Actually, let me go ahead and place one down there so that I don't mess that up, because that seems like something I would mess up. Anyways, I try not to tease anything out longer than a year. That's where I try to cut it off. If I know it's gonna be released within a year, then I don't feel so bad about telling you guys like, hey, something's coming. This might possibly be the most aesthetic soap I've ever made. It looks like it belongs in a fancy person's bathroom. Instagram can't with this soap. Instagram would love this soap. I can't wait to spritz it with alcohol. That's one of my favorite parts because all the gems get so shiny. Ooh, and the sunshine's going down. It's so nice outside. I know it won't last long, so I'm trying to soak it in as much as I can. All right. One more little stone. Which one shall we place? I think this one right here. Okay, all right. Now, have I missed one? That's always a thing for me. I don't think so. I think everything's good. So let's go ahead and spritz this with rubbing alcohol. All right, golden is complete. I'll bring you guys in for a close-up. I am obsessed. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see how those yellows change as this sits here. Like, are they gonna get more golden or are they gonna go more pastel? I don't know. We'll have to see in 18 to 24 hours when we'll come back. We will split this slab into lobes and cut the lobes into bars after this quick commercial break. nails. I'm sure you can't tell that I did these myself. It's not like this pinky is a dead giveaway, but I have to say, for an at-home gel manicure, because I didn't have time to get my nails done for any of the videos this month, I'm not complaining. It is time to cut golden. I know it's the moment you've all been waiting for, but I had to let this sit and cure for a little while, as previously stated, and my soaps were a little squishier this month, probably due to all the rain we've been having and the fact that my studio does not have a dehumidifier in it yet. So everything just needed a couple more days to settle down, and now they're ready to cut. Also, Natasha is back because I'm back in my studio, and this is what the soap looks like on the inside. So first things first, I'm really pleased with the pink color that came through with the rose clay. That's like the exact pink that I wanted. All of the yellows kind of blend together, which I thought perhaps would be something I didn't like, but now that I'm looking at it in its completed form, I feel like it kind of gives this a more upscale look. I know a lot of my soaps, especially those in the Beach Bash collection, are really colorful, but I feel like it's kind of nice to have a bit of a balance with this particular design being more muted and a little more thoughtful. I think it will appeal to a different audience. The smell is also really good, and if we take a look at the top, the gem blends in perfectly. It's nice to have that little teeny tiny smattering of glitter. Like, I could not be more pleased. Look at this stone. This looks so cool. It looks like, I don't know, like a tiger stripe, like the Frosted Flake tiger stripe. I might add a little bit more yellow to some of these colors. Some of them I don't think need them, but maybe perhaps the initial yellow one could be brightened up just a tad, just to make it a little more golden. And let's cut another one just for good measure. I'll cut one of the end pieces so you can see what those end lobes end up looking like. Typically the end lobes tend to be a little less swirly or a little more swirly, and there's kind of no in between. Looks like this is going to be one of the more swirly end pieces. These look so good. That looks like a natural stone or something. So the question of the day is, do you enjoy this kind of muted color tone for the soap? Do you find it a nice break from the boldness, the neons, all that kind of stuff? Let me know in the comments below, because if this is something you kind of enjoy, I might tone it down a little bit in some of our autumnal soaps if you're kind of liking a more swirly, less complex color palette. So I'm super pleased. It also smells really good. Like, this is a very calming spa scent. I hope you guys really enjoyed this first video in the new filming room. I will be getting a ring light for my face. I know that the lighting is a little bit wonky. There's some pretty harsh shadows back here. I'm gonna get a ring light. I'm gonna be like one of those cool influencers. My best friend Caroline has one, and she really likes it, so guess I need to invest in my business and just purchase the fancy ring light. Maybe I'll have that for all the June videos. Also, I do have some videos coming up this month that are not soap making videos. One of them is inspired by another famous crafting influencer YouTuber person. So there's your teaser. Be sure you're subscribed to my channel if you're interested in seeing me try to recreate / make art inspired by them. I use the term art loosely. I don't want to give any more away. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. You can turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to answer the question of the day. I'm really just so excited to be back in my space. And yes, for all of you guys wondering, we are still going to do a renovation series. Those are coming in the future. We hope to have some of them out in June. There's lots of different areas that I'm doing, including a guest room, but also including a kitchen and pantry area exclusively for my soap making items. So those of y'all who have crafts or small businesses, I'm gonna be talking about how I personally like to organize, which things I'm gonna be getting rid of, which things I'm keeping. I'm talking too much, I know, I'm always talking too much, blah, blah, blah. You understand. I will see you guys on Saturday where we will do the video inspired by that other artsy crafty person. And until then, have an absolutely royal week and bye for now. Also, be sure you do something fun for yourself today, like reading some books so you don't forget your words so easily. Or perhaps looking at your crystal collection, separating them by color, and then putting them in straight lines like a rainbow. I don't really care what you do, just be sure you do something fun for yourself today. I'll see you guys Saturday. Okay, love you, bye. Wow.